Hi y'all, thanks for coming back to my channel and welcome to my top 18 K-pop releases of 2018, aka me exposing myself as a girl group stan. I'm a little bit late on this, but that's okay. Someone sent me a message on my Curious Cat asking if I was planning to make a vid like this, and I was like, you know what? Not a bad idea. So here we are. I am more of a full album person than a single song person because I think putting together a cohesive album is like really hard to do, and I like listening to albums when I'm studying or making art. So these are all albums in order of release because I can't really pick a favorite. It just depends on my mood. But I do promise that the list does not look like this. That would be boring. So let's get started. First, we have Poet Artist by Jooyoung. I have been a Xiaowell for years, so of course this album holds a lot of sentimental value, but I genuinely do think it's one of the best albums released last year. And the vibe is super chill, and I love that kind of music. I just love Jonghyun's style of music in general, so of course I would love this album because he really like put himself into every song. I like SHINee a lot, but Take the Dive is probably my favorite, and I've been jamming to this album for almost an entire year now. Wow. Next, we have CLC's Black Dress album. Okay, I had to put one CLC album on here because they always deliver, but they only had like one comeback this year, so Black Dress it is, I guess. This was just such a classy album, and I especially like that. And there's a lot of variety here, so it is a super fun album to listen to. Number 3, Jooyoung's Fountain. Okay, this is not really a K-pop album, but it's going on my list anyway because I love this album so much. This is a whole masterpiece, and Fountain is not just a song, okay? This is a work of art. I also loved First, and not just because Donghwa did like a little cover, but it's just perfect, and that's all. Stop, baby, don't stop. Next, we have NCT's Empathy. NCT 2018's, I guess. Talk about variety. Okay, I loved Regular too, but Empathy is like the greatest hits collection. Baby Don't Stop, Yes Today. It is just like such an essential album that had to be on my list. Okay, EXO-CBX always do something different for each comeback. And what makes Blooming Day so special is that like 7 songs, 1 meant for each day of the week. It's like a New East Canvas vibe, you know, thing that they were going for. But like for the whole week, the songs really do match the days. And Vroom Vroom is my fave. As always, VIX brought it with the concept on Eau de VIX, very fancy. It's just like a really VIX album. It's super unique, and I've listened to Odd Sense so many times. This is just like a really enjoyable album to listen to. Time for the Moon Night. Oh my god, I always put this album on when it's in the car. It's like really great driving music, and Love Bug is actually one of my top songs released in all of 2018. I think that song is like incredible. I also just really love the concept of this album. I think we're on number 8. From Is 9 really brought it this year. They are like so freaking good. And today, they went off. Dugun Dugun still slaps, and I just love albums like this that have a really positive mood because I like to be put in that kind of mood when I listen to it. I'd say Clover is my favorite, and I need to stand From Is more. Baby, I love you all today. Here it is. Finally, you guys all knew this was coming. A.C.E's Adventures in Wonderland album was so good as a fan because it was super experimental, and the unit songs go off. Out of the new songs, Dessert is my favorite for sure. Yeah, A.C.E really did that. Next is what I would describe as like the perfect summer album from Twice, Summer Nights. I think Twice albums are always a treat to listen to. This is a repackage, but Dance the Night Away was such a strong track. For me, out of the whole album though, Sweet Talker will always be that song. You Make My Day was a really great 17 album for me because it was kind of different from 17's usual sound, and every song was super solid. Moonwalker and Holiday, fire. Okay, real talk. If I had to pick like one album this year that really surprised me and stood out, I mean last year, oh my god, I keep forgetting it's 2019. Anyway, one album that really surprised me and stood out to me, it'd probably be Very Good's Free Travel. And I'm not even like a hardcore Very Good stan, but as soon as Mellow Mellow comes on, I stop whatever I'm doing to listen to that song. I don't know, I just keep coming back to this album. So some of you guys may know, LOONA is like one of my two alt girl groups, and they finally debuted in 2018. It was everything that I could have wanted with LOONA's debut. I really had this album on repeat, and I still listen to it like all the time. Stylish is superior. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. And speaking of my other alt girl group is Oh My Girl. For this list, I picked between Remember Me and Secret Garden, but Remember Me has Twilight on it, so I was like, this is going on the list. But seriously, I love Oh My Girl's more like fun songs, so this album was exceptional in my book.
Number 15.
When I was making this list, I was like, which SHINee album should I put? But then I remembered the Story of Light Epilogue has every SHINee song released in 2018, so it's here. This is just like such an impressive body of work in just 1 year. If I had to pick a title track that I like, I would say Good Evening, but also Undercover is not a title track, but it goes off. Moving on, we have WJ Please, and I really hope that this is pronounced as Would You Please, like their greeting, because that's hilarious. And the past few Uju Sonya albums have been good, but Would You Please really rose above for me. It's like super cohesive, and Aya is my anthem. Now on to Dreamcatcher's Alone in the City. Okay, a lot of people did not like What. Sorry. Okay, a lot of people didn't like What as a title track, but I loved What, and I think that their other tracks are even stronger though. Wonderland is like one of my favorite Dreamcatcher songs yet. If you guys aren't on Dreamcatcher, you better get on them. And we've arrived at number 18, finally, the most recent album on my list, Are You There from Monsta X. Monsta X is one of my favorite boy groups, and I absolutely adore Are You There. It like so screams Monsta X. Underwater is my favorite, but I also like Myself because it reminds me of that song from Round Trip to Love. So there we have it, my top 18 K-pop albums of 2018. There were so many albums that I wanted to put on this list, and I've just like listened to a lot of music in this past year whenever I'm like studying or holed up in my room. Honorable mentions include EXO's Don't Mess Up My Tempo, I have like a whole list. On and Off's You Complete Me, Pentagon's Positive, AOA's Bingle Bangle album, and Red Velvet Summer Magic. There were also some incredible debuts in 2018. I'm like really obsessed with debuts. I don't know, I'm just so interested by debuts. That's actually how I found out about ACE, is because I always just keep up with debuts. Gongwon Sonyeon had a really exceptional debut. Stray Kids, of course. The one that I'm like most obsessed with though is Pink Fantasy. I can't get enough of that song. I just feel like 2018 was a great year for K-pop overall, and I feel like I have a good feeling about 2019, so we'll have to see. I'm sure that there were also a lot of great albums that I didn't even get around to listening to because so many things happened in 2018 with K-pop. So I want to hear which albums you guys really enjoyed in 2018. So comment down below, give me some suggestions. I always take recs. Subscribe for more ACE content and K-pop content in general. I do want to make more videos that kind of branch out like this kind of video. So thank you for watching.